Hey guys, hope I'm catching you all on a great day and welcome to another qmoniep build video. And today we're going to be reviewing the hybrid. And before we dive in, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for bearing with the channel. It's been a lot of overtime at work and other things going on. Then Outriders came out. I definitely want to do some videos on that. And also been trying to get some practice in with the drone for the other channel. It's pretty fun, guys, but definitely time consuming to learn. But on the upside, we are 9 subscribers away from 200, guys. We're definitely about to cross that milestone. But enough rambling. I know you guys came for the build, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. So with this build, it's basically a hybrid between a weak point build and a soul shatter build. We're getting the best of both with this, guys. So the playstyle with this build is fairly straightforward, guys. We're going to be trying to expose those weak points and then go to town and apply some soul shatter buildup. With the amount of damage we're going to be doing, we're going to be basically killing bosses within a few hits. I'm going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter than usual by going over the items that are just imperative to the build. So for the soul shatter, we're going to be using that 3 different ways. We're going to be using the reliquary of the bear. We're going to be using Sheridan's story, and we're also going to make sure we have our skill tree filled when it comes to soul shatter buildup. And that way we're going to have our soul shatter covered, guys, so it'll leave us open spaces to focus our secondaries more on weak point whenever possible. Now for the bulk of our weak point, we're going to be using the foreboding reach, charging lion, and fearless wolf augments. All right, so if you're unfamiliar with this method, we're going to be using the foreboding reach to get our rampage bonus damage up. We're also going to be using fearless wolf to get more rampage bonus damage, and then we're going to be using charging lion to get 100% of our rampage bonus damage to increase our weak point damage. Now for other items you want to look out for, you can use Dust Lord Signet as a ring, guys. Now this is if you're going all out damage and not worrying about survivability, but that's if you're confident in your gameplay, guys, because you can definitely be a glass cannon if you use Dust Lord Signet. However, I would definitely recommend Eye of the Dragon for survivability, guys. You already know why we put that on every build, is to make sure we can survive. Another item that's highly recommended is Lion Talisman or the Mithra Star, especially one like this where you're applying market fragility, because it's going to help us out with more damage. And now for the rest of the augments in our augment section, we definitely want to focus on survivability in a different way. And since Fearless Lion won't allow us to get over 45% of physical resistance, we're going to be relying on getting overhealth. Now for survivability, you're definitely going to want to get Void Shield and Focus to get our overhealth up, since with the Fearless Line we won't be able to have our physical resistance over 45%, so we're going to be relying more on our overhealth. As for our spirit slots, guys, you could go ahead and put anything you want there, as long as the secondaries are both might. You're going to need might for Void Shield, and you're also going to need more might for foreboding reach, and we're going to try to keep our power usage less than 10 for our reliquary of the bear. Now for the weapons, I'm using the Sunflare Destiny and the Twin Dragons. You really can use whatever weapon type you would like, but definitely focus on the secondaries as crit hit chance and weak point damage. You could also use rampage bonus damage that will contribute to weak point. And rule of thumb for the rest of the items, guys, if you have might items, make sure you get crit hit chance and weak point damage or rampage bonus damage. But if it's vitality, you could go ahead and get air damage and overhealth gain. And the same thing applies to our augments. So any of the might augments, you want to get weak point damage, rampage bonus damage as much as possible. If you don't have those, you could get by with soul shatter or air damage. For our 1 vitality augment Void Shield, we definitely want to get overhealth gain if possible, or air damage, or both. And for our spirits, you want air damage, and as mentioned earlier, you want might because they're adjacent to both augments that's going to need that might. And for a full look at our skill tree, you want weak point and soul shatter at least to level 4. The rest is dependent on your playstyle. I was using Sundering Slam, but say if you use Shield, you could go ahead and load that up and have more of an impact there. And changing things up a little bit, we're going to view our detail stats last, but as you can see, guys, we're definitely going to focus on crit hit chance there. You can get some crit hit damage if possible, but definitely at weak point as well. You can see our resistances are low, but again, that's because we'll be focusing on overhealth gain. And that is the hybrid. As always, go ahead and let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you would change. There's definitely a lot of openness when it comes to the weapons. You could go ahead and use a sword, and you could get something that gives you blessings of luck, and we could hit crits even more often. You could go ahead and use a hammer and cause even more damage when you hit that weak point. It's definitely a lot of options, guys. By the way, I will be dropping some Outriders builds soon, guys. Definitely have some OP builds there. Want to see if they're still viable. With this new update, it looks pretty exciting. Got some some new changes. Look like it's gonna have a lot of room to go ahead and have fun there, guys. So definitely want to check that out. If you haven't played it, it is an awesome game. If you're a Godfall fan and you're into the whole looter genre, it's definitely something you would like, but I'm pretty sure most of you have already tried it out. If you did enjoy the content, go ahead and consider a subscription. It definitely does help out a lot. We're almost at 200, guys, and I need your help to get there, so definitely go ahead and consider that. Also, make sure to go ahead and hit that bell so you know when new videos drop. I appreciate you guys for making it this far into the video. Definitely want to go ahead and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.